Good stuff. All right, guys, what's going on? I am, as you know, the all-purpose champ, and I am sitting here with Marcio. Said I won't be able to say his last name right, so I won't try to mess it up. But your gamer tag is BenSolo, right?
Yep.
So many of you guys definitely seen him and played with him on Stadia, Marvel Avengers, and you've seen BenSolo, so you know who he is. But what's your real name?
Mario Boulanger.
All right. So I definitely am not gonna try to mess that up. Let me put this in my ear just to make sure I can hear the sound if anything messes up. But yeah, so I wanted to get a do another podcast, but I want to go and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I believe, Ben Solo, that you actually experienced some of the bad, right?
Yeah, I will say it. I will even go with the ugly.
The bad and
Let's go.
ugly. So,
Yeah.
yeah, let's just talk about that. We might as well start off. So, it's no secret we both love the game, right? So we know we love the
Yeah.
game. We enjoy it. I personally thought the only flaw could be the loot system. Before I played it, I actually like the loot system. I like that the stuff don't shows on my body, so I don't focus on loot as much as I focus on playing the game and having fun. So the gameplay for me is good. The story was cool. Some say it was a little short. I could see that, but they said when they add characters, they'll add more. So that was fine for me. So before we get into the bad, because the bad for you is bad and ugly. What are some key parts that you like about the game?
Like you said, the story was pretty good. Be able to play with other people are pretty good also.
Mm-hmm.
Every character is unique for now, so they all have strength, weakness, and so it's pretty unique every time you play with a different character. You have to manage what you do. So yeah, it's pretty a good game overall in that matter. But there's some big flaw
Right.
about it.
So you want to get to that now?
I can.
Okay, so I'll let you take over, man. You let the people know what happened to you, currently what's happening to you, and what's happening to a few other people, even someone else we know as well. So,
Yeah. So the other name was Spider 80, Sniper 80, sorry. But what happened is we were both in a team, just him and me. So we went into a game. We tried to start a game, but after like 1 minute, it didn't start. So I just quit the team. You have always the Y button. You can leave the team, leave the team. So I leave the team. It starts the mission right away with only me. So I did the mission. I did just what I have to do in that mission. Loot the Marvel loot box.
right.
Yeah, so I did that, and after this, another friend reinvite me and him. So we both went into that game. I was currently playing. I went into that game, and when I got there, I just was on the loading screen all the time. So there's no possibility for me on my controller to do anything.
Right.
I can quit the game by pressing escape from the computer, but I was just waiting, and after 1 or 2 minutes into the loading screen, the guy that invited us into the game just said, "Okay, I will quit, and at least you can get away with it." So he quit the team, and we both went into a party, but it was weird. So I first quit the game, and when I re-entered the game, we tried to do another group all together, but just on Stadia, not into the game.
Mm-hmm.
And when we always have campaign and initiative Avenger. I click on campaign and it just start like if their all character were new. So it was weird. I first quit the game again, and when I reopen it, I find that on the title screen I can see only 5 Avengers. I don't see Miss Marvel anymore,
Mm-hmm.
And if I put Initiative Avenger, I fall with Iron Man, which is level 1 with nothing equipped, with nothing at all. So
Right.
all my data were lost. Within a couple of minutes, I talked with the other guy, and they said, "Oh, the guy that left the team is okay, but both me and the other guy that trying to join this guy, we both got our game erased. So we have to start back to level 1 and with no gear and nothing." Yeah, so that's what happened.
Wow. And now, you, because I remember I end up putting the Google, I put Google's customer service line, but you said you already reached out. You guys reached out to
Yeah,
Square Enix.
Google. Yeah, right within 30 minutes maximum. I write to Google Enix, Marvel support game. So what they said is, "Oh, we have to get more info from you." I'll already explain the problem. I tried to put a little bit more detail, but I don't have that much detail. But
Right.
I put a little bit more detail, my platform, my username, time of the problem, and what else? The date. So yeah,
Right.
I put this info with what I can describe as the problem. They said, "Okay, we'll look into it. Here's the what's the Crystal Chronicle studio I've put online for now, and we'll look over it." So this morning, I tried to I replied to them. Do you have an update? They said, "Nope, we don't have an update. We're still looking into it."
Wow.
And I asked them, "Can you compensate me for if I cannot get back what I lost? Can you compensate me?" And they said,
Right.
"No,
They said
we don't
no?
compensate. Yeah, we don't compensate player for what they lost."
Oh, okay. Well, but if you wanted to, I'm sure you could ask for a refund for the game, though.
I I tried to ask them,
Yep.
"Can you give me a proof that if
Mhm.
I want a refund, I can get one from Stadia?" Because in Stadia, usually if you play less than 2 hours,
Right.
you can get a refund right away. But otherwise than this, there's no refund policy that can let you do it. So at least if Square Enix gave me, "Okay, yeah, we got a pretty bad review from you, so we will refund you, so at least you won't be as mad as what it can be."
Right. You know what's hard is you love the game. So I know the last thing you want is your money back. Like you want to play the game, you know?
Yeah, the campaign was really good. I like it. I will have take it a little bit more long, but yeah, the game was pretty good. I still haven't finished all the quests. My main characters was Hulk, was I think 38,
Mhm.
which is at a decent number.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still have stuff to do, but it got all erased in 1 second. And I continued talking on Discord with the other guy that happened, and he said it happened again for him. So he was, I think, trying to reproduce the bug, and that's what happened. So I think the main problem with, I don't know if it's just Stadia or the other one,
Right.
but Stadia matchmaking is really a problem. Mostly if you try to matchmake with somebody, uh, if you're not able to do the campaign. So you're not supposed to load into that game, but you still load, so it gives conflict.
Right.
Uh, and also what I see on The problem with Stadia, instead of the other, we don't have a local save. So for PS4, for Xbox, for Steam, if they have any problem of that kind, they just can go to their local save and get back to what it was before. I don't know if they can lose money in that way, but
Right.
still, we cannot do it on Stadia since we don't have any local save.
Right. Now you did say you work with data, right? So like from as far as my knowledge with data is if you save something, let's say on a computer, on a hard drive, it's
Yeah,
theoretically is there until it's overwritten, right? So you know all that data you put out there from playing the game, beating the game, getting your character to level what 38, you would
yeah.
think maybe Google data center should have captured some of that, right?
I'm pretty sure they have.
Right.
I don't know all. I don't know. Really depends on how they manage it. I'm pretty sure for a new game, maybe they don't have all the data or everything is still in place
Right.
to have a backup save or anything. So I don't know how much they have with the security and everything backup with them. With within a week, I will be pretty surprised they are not. They don't have a save,
Yeah.
and I don't know who keep the save. So is it Stadia? Is it Square Enix? Is it another team,
Dynamics.
Crystal
Yeah, dynamics.
Studio?
Yeah.
So I don't know who keep the save. So and it can be pretty complicated to okay, it's that player with that amount of
Right.
money and that items.
Yeah, but here's the
Both,
thing, right? Square
yeah,
Enix made us create an account when we got to play the game, right? So
yeah,
somehow they have to have a record of your account playing that game, right? So somehow I don't know if Stadia. So here's the thing: I don't know whoever is capturing or saving your data, but somehow that data has to be out there. You know, only thing I can think of is if it's overridden. Because here's the thing, right? Let's say you play the game now, like you said, we
yeah,
don't have control of that game, that data, right? It's not like we're
yeah,
saving it on our own personal hard drive. So they have it. So if I didn't play the game for 3 months, I'm still supposed to be able to turn it on, jump in, and jump back where I left off because they're saving our data. So your
yeah.
data, in theory, should be there, man.
Yeah, but like I said, what happened with data is we have the main data that is what you see on the screen now. So what you see is what the main data is. So every time you do something, whatever it is, you level up, you
Right,
find something new. So they will add something onto your ID,
right,
but your ID is linked to 10,000 item you have destroyed. You don't have them anymore, but it's linked to your account. But what happened is when you add something, you add a new entry within your ID. But when you create a new account, so you you add a new line. So it's like you have one data and another data. So
hmm
really depends on if they override this data with the new one, all level one. Yeah, it will be save all level one into the main data, but if they have a backup save from like last night, last day, last whatever, they can go to that backup data and just rewrite the thing under my name. But it's in the data and it's pretty hard to do because they can be linked to many other things. So it have to take in account that okay, I have 10 items with alt for the weapon. I have 5 items for Black Widow with that. So it's
right.
a matter of stuff that it can be pretty complicated to do. So yeah, it can be done, but it can be hard to do and really depends on who's keeping the data and who can play with it.
Right. Because my thing is that once your data was gone and you started playing again to see if you could figure it out, then
Yeah,
technically it was creating you a brand new save,
yeah,
you know. But I would like to
yeah,
think with the technology, like, okay, so let's say you play a game on your PlayStation, right? Or some games say how many save files you want to make, right? So you save one, and then you might want to start over, so you save on a different one, right? So
Yep.
I'm curious if they, because they only give you one save, that
Yep.
so I'm curious if they have it where they have your save there exactly the way it left off, and then they have the new entry you put in. That's the question. Or did your new
Yeah,
entry
probably
overwrite the old
it
one?
override the last one because it's probably my ID. I don't know how they manage the ID, but my
Right.
ID is linked to my either IP or account or Stadia ID, or I don't know which ID it's referred to, but it's linked to that precise ID. So yeah, it's override. But if they go to I think it's happened at 4:20 p.m. on Friday.
Okay.
So if they back up at 4 p.m. on Friday, they will have what I have at that time.
Right.
So they can give me back that stuff, but they have to find it, give it back to the good number. So it's pretty hard to do, and it's pretty. They have to do it, so it can be pretty a long process. So yeah, and it's you have to put it into a live account, so it can do some stuff. Most of the time, that's why all of the game have a maintenance period. So in that maintenance period, there's no player, so they can do that kind of stuff. But for now, I don't know if there's anything with Marvel, but they didn't announce any maintenance server down or whatever
Right.
for that time. So yeah, it can happen, but I don't know why and when and if they can do anything about it. But yeah,
Right.
the bug is reported, and we'll see if it's go its way. I
And
will
you
try to have an update after.
and you said they were going to contact you either Monday or Tuesday, right?
Yeah, they said 2 days, 2 business days, but
Okay.
they already contact me a couple of times. Even this morning, I said, "Do you have an update?" They contact me back and said, "We don't have anything. Just refer to what we gave you yesterday. The the bug restart page, what you can do."
Right.
But if you look at that page, I can send it to you or put it on Facebook. But what you look on that page, you don't have anything for Stadia. It's all for Xbox, Steam, and
Right.
PlayStation. So there's nothing we can do on Stadia.
Right. Now you also now how many, like, I know you were trying to look up to see who else did it happen to. Does it
Yeah.
seem like, cuz you said it might be an isolated thing. Does it seem like it's a lot, because I haven't really heard it besides happening to you two guys. Is there a lot of people
I
saying it happened
think
to
it
them?
happened on somebody on Xbox. I find it on Reddit.
Mhm.
Not me, but the other guy find it on Reddit. But outside of it, I didn't see it, so I don't know if there's other people around that happened.
Right. Oh man, this is definitely a crazy bug. This is a bug that no one will want to experience. I mean, it's nothing like having the game you really like, and you lose the information for that. So that's definitely not cool. But I have high hopes that it might be resolved. I hope that they'll figure something out. I got just a feeling that it's data, it's out there somewhere. They are the keepers of our data because we can't keep it ourselves. So I would like to think somehow that, like you said, if they could track 4:20 and a.m., this is when it happened or whatever. I just don't know if the way they save, did you overwrite it? That I would
Oh,
want.
I'm pretty sure I override it. I cannot
Right.
access the old information because otherwise they will have put me the old information. I have override it, but in the backup data, what is because you have the save data and the backup data. The backup data don't move anymore. So
Right.
if they have a backup data at 4 p.m., it will stay in ice as long as they don't delete it. So they can go back to there and put it back on my account. But like
Right.
I said, it's pretty fastidious to do. So they have to manage to do it. but I don't know if they will invest time to do it. So
Right.
that's the main problem.
Man, it sounds so crazy. I don't know. I mean, I just hope that it's something that could be fixed. You always hear of bugs like this, and typically you hear they was able to resolve it. So hopefully
Yeah, I see some bug like they lose like a piece of
the outfits, right?
outfits. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see a lot, but they said the exact same thing for everybody. Try to restart the game first, and after this, take back your save data, but your old data, so it won't be deleted at that point.
Right.
But for Stadia, we don't have this, so they have to figure out some things about it. But like, I I don't know for that game, but like I play Division 2, and
Mhm.
for Stadia, there's not a bug, but something that they never put it into the game, the photo mode. So you can do a photo most of the time in the game. So you can
Mhm.
just capture something if you like it, and it will create a screenshot. But in Stadia, you have directly on the controller do a screenshot, but it's not implemented into the game. So at one point, there's something happening with Stadia that you have to take a photo for an event, but you cannot do it. So I don't know if they will put some effort into Stadia, since it's okay for all other console, but not for us. So
Right.
I don't know how much effort they will put into Stadia, since it's not a big community. We have a couple of players, but I don't know the numbers, so I don't know if it's worth for them to
Right.
put a lot of effort into Stadia just for that bug. They resolve it for the other one, since they just put some local stuff onto your PS4, PC, Steam. So yeah, but it's not there for Stadia yet. So I don't know how much effort they will put into Stadia for resolving that kind of bug.
Right. Man, that's definitely the good, not the good, but definitely the bad and the ugly, all wrapped into one. But
Yeah.
you definitely got to keep me posted as you have been doing, and because I would love to know, when it gets fixed. So here's my question: so are you just not playing the game at all?
No, I go on the game just twice a day just to see if they have forgot to email me that the game is fixed now.
Okay.
But no, I haven't played the game at all.
I bet
So yeah,
I
every
bet
day.
probably tomorrow when they're like, regularly open, I'm assuming maybe they'll
Yeah,
have more
yeah,
people that could
well,
work on
try
it.
to got some update like tomorrow in the I don't know at noon or something like this. So yeah, maybe they will give me some more info, or at least at the end of the day, they can have a little bit more info than what it is now.
Mhm.
But otherwise, I don't know if I will wait for the whole week or start back, or I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if I ask myself that same thing, so I don't feel I played that much. Definitely not as much as a lot of people was rushing to do everything. I'm kind of like I was real busy, and I'm kind of like I take it slow. Um, my highest character is Hulk. He might be 30 now, maybe 34. I don't know, something like that. But
I'm 35
okay,
just
yeah.
now.
So that's a hard call. If they said, "Listen, it's lost. Sorry. You could ask for a refund or you start over." Obviously,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna start over because I like the game that much. But that would be a hard pill to swallow. But I guess I would have to suck it up. Maybe I'll be
yeah.
like, "Well, could you
Uh,
guys give me like a coupon or something for, I don't know, money in the future or something?"
Yeah, what I would like to have, or at least compensate with in-game stuff like
Yeah.
credit or anything. But if they cannot, I don't know if I really want to start over. I don't have that much time to play, so I
Mm.
don't know if I will play again. Like losing like something like 30 hours of the gameplay
Right.
it's pretty bad. So yeah, it's like starting over. Yeah, I can. I will probably do, but I don't know yet. And still, like Sniper did, he did the bug on purpose. And I think what I have read from Discord, and it's still there. So I don't want to play again, and it happened to me again.
Right.
So that's why I don't know if I will play now. I will maybe wait a bit and see if they do anything about it.
Right, because they'll really at least release that. Oh, they fix bugs that does whatever, and I remember when Anthem was out, there was a bug that was potentially could brick your PlayStation. And I know some people who stopped playing the game. Oh, I'll never play it again, but they eventually fixed it. So I feel like whenever you see bugs, especially this game is new, it just came out. It's in the public eye, good or bad. People love it, people hate it. They have to address that bug. I mean, it's probably one of the worst bugs you could ever have, right?
Yeah,
The main purpose is to play and enjoy the game. And if you have a bug that made someone lose all of their info, then they can't play and enjoy the game. And people could be in fear of playing the game. So now some people may like have to take a chance every time I play it because what if it happened to me? You know?
yeah, totally agree.
Yeah. But if we could switch gears a little bit and we don't have to be on here that long. Oh, Xander Strange Gaming is in the comments. He said, "What's up, guys? What's up, man?" Um I put the link out there everywhere on Facebook, Messenger, and Discord. So if you want to jump in the chat, if you do currently play the Avengers game, you can. I'm not excluding this to just Stadia players because I feel like the game is still the same game. If we could just don't get into what system's better, but if we could just talk about the game itself, I welcome anyone that could join in. So if you want to join in, let me know. If you have the link or you don't have the link, I'll send it to you, and feel free to join us. But so Ben, who is your favorite character?
For now, I will said probably Hulk. You have a pretty good mechanic in much of the game I play.
Mm,
I like to be the tank. So yeah, Hulk is really the tanking character.
right.
So yeah, for now, Hulk is mostly my favorite. It's like his gameplay is really different than the other one.
Mm,
Like you have to always manage your health and see what's going on with it. So
yeah.
yeah, but it's it's a good one. I play a little bit more with Iron Man. Um, he's getting better with time. At start is really bad, but with time is getting better. So I will give him a chance. I haven't played a lot with Thor, but he's I don't know. For now, the skill are pretty badass at start,
Yeah.
but his long range is good, but there's something like lacking. I don't know what. His short range is good, but there's I can add a little bit more to him. I don't know
Yeah.
what.
I,
Um, Otherwise, well, Miss Marvel, I pretty like her, but she's more a support character. So having her, it's like the eating girl. It's pretty good. You have to manage the other one's health and your own with the polymorph also.
right.
So yeah, she can be a pretty good support character, more than an offensive one, but she have a good potential. Which one other? Black Widow.
Right.
Um, it's really a long range character. She can go short range when she had all her skill.
Mm-hmm.
You make everyone disappear, and you also put your ultimate at the same time, so it's become pretty deadly in
Yeah.
short range when nobody hits you back and you can hit everybody. So yeah, she can be pretty deadly at that time. But otherwise, I like her long range with the heavy gun.
Okay,
She
yeah,
has three type of gun. The heavy one, I think it's the best. The machine gun, it's too long to have it start. So most of the time, I got it back and
right.
it didn't have the way. But my bad concern about her is her bar of intern rage is really hard to get up,
Okay,
and if you get it with even just a little bullet that doesn't appear on your L, but you got it, it goes all the way down. So
yeah, I agree.
I
Yeah,
don't know if I haven't unlocked all the mastery with her, but I don't know if there's a mastery somewhere that can help you to don't lose everything. But outside of it, she's pretty badass with the damage
oh yeah.
she can do. I think I got all the one covered.
Captain America, right?
Captain America. I didn't play a lot with him. Uh, the the ricochet with his shield is good, but he's lacking a little bit of damage. But I'm still low level with him, and he don't do a lot of damage by himself. And he is a little bit low slow. Sorry, to do damage.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it can be better for him, but.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
he's
I like I said, I was low level with him. So when I level him up again, or if I got my save back, you just got some more time to level him up. Maybe it will be better, but right
yeah.
now there's something that can
Well,
be better.
Well, he's the most combo heavy, so I give him. I like that. Like if you like combos, he's really good. He could all the juggles, but also Black Widow. That's why I liked her the most on the beta because of her combat. Just feels like you're playing a fighting game. Hulk has become my favorite. Like you, I like the tank. When I first played Destiny, I picked the Titan because I thought he was supposed to be tanky. When I first played Anthem, I picked the Colossus because he was the big one. So I'm just like you. Hulk also is my favorite comic book character. Guys, just in case you see me with this thing right here, it's actually my phone that I keep so I could actually look at the comments. So I know it's a little geeky, but it's a utility, man. It works. But I want to go to the comments. Xander said, Xander Strange Gaming, he said, I picked it up on Steam and regretted not getting the Stadia version. He said, I double dipped and picked up the Stadia version. I started streaming the campaign. He said he loved the game enough to do it again. He said, and honestly, it plays smoother on Stadia than it does on Steam. He said he has a PC with he has a pretty good PC with a good video card. He said, but the version has stuttering and it doesn't have that at all on Stadia. So that's pretty cool. I'll give one little story. Yesterday, I was doing a wedding. I'm an MC, master of ceremony. So I was helping my buddy out doing a wedding. He's a DJ, and he didn't need me to do the MCing part with the microphone, but I was his roadie. So I carried stuff for him because he just got surgery, blah, 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 right? So he was one of the people that kind of hated on Stadia a little bit. Oh, that Stadia thing is dumb. It don't make sense. Until internet gets better, it's no point to have it. Whatever. So I didn't say nothing. So I took a PlayStation controller and my phone because my phone is the Galaxy Fold, the phone that folds, right? So as we're sitting there behind the DJ booth and he's mixing and stuff, I put my phone up and set it there and I put out my controller. Didn't say nothing, and I'm playing. So he looked over and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just kind of leveling up on Avengers." He's like, "Leveling up on Avengers?" I was like, "Yeah, Stadia, remember?" So he looked in amazement as if he didn't know you could do that. And I've been told him, and people know that Stadia is supposed to be able to allow you to play games anywhere and anything for the most part. But I don't think if they don't see it, they think, oh yeah, you could do that. Commercials say it, people say it, but I don't think until they see it for themselves, it don't really click. And him being a person that is aware of it, the look on his face, he just couldn't believe it was actually being done. And as much as I talk about it, he just couldn't believe seeing it. And I'm just playing, and he's a Destiny player, right? So I was like, oh, let me log off and jump on Destiny. And I was like, oh, Iron Banner's going on. Let me see if I could play. And he's just like blown away. And I jump back in Destiny and I show all the stuff I could do Sorry, I jump back in Marvel Avengers and I show them each character how Thor could put his hammer and it just sticks somebody to the ground and he can't get up as he's still fighting, and then he called the hammer back. I was showing how Captain America jump, run off the wall, which is pretty cool. He's the only character who could do that. But the game I think is cool. I go into that each character, like you mentioned the characters in great detail, which is cool. What I want to say about the characters, how each character is different. So again, you could have Thor where you could do certain like you know how you got certain um things you got to do where you got to like not quests but like where you got to stand on something and somebody else stand on something else. Well, with Thor, you could put the hammer down, and that's one thing is being pressed down, and then you could walk and step on the other one. So you could do stuff with him by yourself. Calling the hammer back, hitting people with the hammer and fighting. Captain America, you could juggle people in the air for a long time. You got your shield that you could throw and aim at different people. So the shield hit a bunch of people, come back, you catch it. Black Widow got guns, so she's shooting guns, and she got the grappler hooks, and she could just grapple on anything. If you look at like Miss Marvel, she could get giant. So Hulk is big, but she could get bigger than him, and she just smashing people. She could grab people with her hand when she get big. Hulk again, like you alluded to, he could get his health back. So if you manage it properly, you could pretty much never die. Um, it's just a pretty cool game that when you pick characters, you feel different. Like I remember playing Destiny, and I never in all them years, played for about 5.5 years straight. I never used another character besides the Titan. I figure they're all similar. I don't have the need to want to use another character. But in this game, I want to use everybody. So I think that's a key component of this game that's really cool. And I hope people don't overlook it. Don't think each character is a carbon copy of the next character because it's really not. Different characters could fly, different characters could swing. Captain America can't fly or swing, so he just got to run, and he got the wall run. So that's pretty cool, stuff like that. Anything else you want to add on the characters?
No, I think you pretty had the what I forgot also. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. Let me see. I just got a message on Facebook, and let's see. Okay, so this guy Todd Ellis wanted to get in. And let's see. Let me tell him that we are in right now. I think we pretty much summed it up. So if he want to catch the tail end of this, he can. Um,
Yeah, but I will have to go, so we can catch up later
yeah.
on if you want.
All right. Well, listen, man. Ben, I am gonna be talking to you as usual. We talk almost every day. You got to let me know what happens, man. I'll definitely be looking out to hear from you tomorrow and find out, if they at least fix it. But at least you said you'll give it until Tuesday. So, be looking forward to
Yeah, I
hearing.
will wait. Most of the time, they do amendments every week, so I don't see how that game will be different than all the others.
Right.
So yeah, probably there will be a downtime like in 36 hours from now for something like 3 hours. They will patch content. They will probably give back what people can have lost at that time. It's pretty like what the games does
Right.
when they are maintenance. So we'll probably look forward to it, and I will see if I can get an update on my problem.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
will
man.
touch if I got anything.
Well, you definitely have to let me know whatever happens in the end. But yeah, I mean, I love playing with you, man. We have a ball.
Yeah,
I mean, that's one of the coolest things is the multiplayer. When you think of all, as we just described in great detail, all the individual characters. Well, guys, if you never played the game yet, just imagine everything Ben and I explained, but in multiplayer. So we're doing all of these things together. He could be way over somewhere flying with Thor, doing something. I'm over somewhere, and then we just meet back up and team up and fight bosses. Like last night was really cool. We was up late, me and a couple guys, and we was fighting Abomination, and we kept dying and dying, and we had to keep getting to the point where we teamed up, helped each other, and so we end up beating them finally. So I mean, just think this is a really cool multiplayer game that really make you feel like the characters that's in this game. So
Good.
Ben, man, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I look to do this, maybe once a week or so, but I'll still be making videos. And listen, if you want to, help me with some of these videos, topics or whatever, I welcome. But like I said, I wanted to create this as a safe space for people who like this game and especially like it on Stadia. But I wanted it not to be my thing. I wanted it to be like everybody's thing. So I love if people have input, if people I make a video where I record it and people could be on the video with me and stuff like this is cool as well. So if you ever come up with something or think of something, shoot me a message, let me know. And if once you get your stuff back, because I got a feeling you will, then you let me know. We got a game together. We have like a celebration stream.
Yeah. So
All right, man, you take care. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let me go back and see what Todd Ellis was saying he wanted to play. Sorry, he wanted to get in. And let me just see what he had to say. Because I think he just wrote me back. But I think we pretty much said as much as we could. I'm glad that we went into great detail for you guys as far as the characters. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think he is good. And I think we don't said everything we could say at this point. So yeah, so guys, thanks for tuning in. Just to reiterate, this channel is definitely for Stadia players. Um, but it's also for anyone who plays Marvel Avengers. But make sure if you are playing on Stadia, you check out the Facebook page called Stadia Avengers. Make sure you check out the Discord called Stadia Avengers, and there is also a Facebook chat called Stadia Avengers. So if you ever feel like you're playing and you don't have people to play with, we got people that's in Canada, people in the UK, people in the United States. People are all over playing the game, and so it should be someone on almost all the time. So if you get it for Stadia, you will have people to play with. So with that said, guys, again, I'm the all-purpose champ. You can find me on Stadia as all-purpose champ. So please send me a friend request. I'd love to play with you. Also, you could check out some of my other content on And Now Your Mama Knows. You spell it out just like that. I do other stuff like other gaming. I do a Wednesday night gaming at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time where we play every different type of games, different systems. My wife and I, we have a show we call the Sandy and Anthony Show. We do that on live every 9 o'clock on Thursdays Eastern time. So that's pretty cool. We tell jokes and stuff. It's a pretty funny. Pretty funny show we do. I do different podcasts as well. With different topics. I do how-to videos, I do movie reviews, I do product reviews. Like my treadmill video is my most popular video right now. A lot of people love it because I give a real detailed description of a treadmill that I bought. It's a compact treadmill. But anyway, guys, I'm all over the place. I'm doing a lot of stuff, but I welcome and want to network and join forces with anybody out there. So guys, please tune into the channel, assemble with the Stadia Avengers, and I'll see you guys later. And with that said, Stadia Avengers out.